Welcome everyone. This video covers energetics. I'll go over how to use standard enthalpy change data with Hess cycles to work out an unknown enthalpy change. These A-level chemistry exam questions are suitable for first year A-level chemistry students. They are also relevant to BTEC Level 3 science students studying Unit 5. Check out the flipchem.com website. There are links to quizzes related to this content in the description. Our username and password is here too so that you can log in. Black text for the question, red text for additional info, blue text is the answer, and pause the video at any time to attempt the question yourself. Let's get started. Here's the first part of the question. This question is about energetics. Write an equation, including state symbols, for the reaction with an enthalpy change equal to the enthalpy of formation for iron-free oxide. Straight away, your subject knowledge is challenged. You have to know the definitions of standard enthalpy changes off by heart. In addition to this, you have to be able to relate these definitions to balanced chemical equations, which is the case here. Standard enthalpy of formation is the energy change when 1 mole of a substance is formed from its constituent elements in their standard states under standard conditions of temperature and pressure, 298 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere. You should also memorize the definitions for standard bond enthalpy, standard enthalpy of combustion, and standard enthalpy of neutralization. Don't start looking at Hess cycles questions until you are fluent with each of these standard enthalpy changes. You can only balance the equation correctly if you can work out the formulae of the substances present. Iron-free oxide contains Fe 3+ ions. Oxide ions have a 2- charge, so iron-free oxide is Fe2O3. 1 mole of a substance is formed from its constituent elements. You need to be able to relate the definition to the balanced chemical equation. Don't forget to include state symbols. Iron is a solid, oxygen is a gas, and iron-free oxide is a solid. Here's the next part of the question. The table contains some standard enthalpy of formation data. Use these data and the equation for the reaction of iron-free oxide with carbon monoxide to calculate a value for the standard enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide. I've just left the essential information in here. First of all, construct the Hess cycle. As you get more confident with the definitions, you will realize that you do not have to balance the Hess cycle for every single atom. The direction of the arrows is crucial. The arrow must go from the elements to the substances that they form. We need to relate delta RH, delta 1H and delta 2H to standard enthalpy changes as well as the information given in the question. Delta RH is the enthalpy change of the reaction and is minus 19 kilojoules per mole. Delta 1H is 1 times the enthalpy of formation of Fe2O3 and 3 times the enthalpy of formation of carbon monoxide. This works out at minus 1155 kilojoules per mole. Delta 2H includes the enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide. This is what we need to work out, so we'll call this value X. The enthalpy of formation of an element in its standard state is 0. To form 2 moles of solid iron from 2 moles of solid iron requires 0 kilojoules per mole. Delta 2H is 3 times the enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide. Next, we apply Hess's law. Enthalpy change is independent of the route taken. This means that delta 2H is equal to delta 1H plus delta RH. Substitute the values in and solve to find X. The enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide is minus 391 kilojoules per mole. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications. If you've got any questions or suggestions, just post in the comments. Take care.